Morning, 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 guys. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning. We're here in the salon. Um, Turn this thing down real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, guys. So, morning, morning, morning. I'm here in the salon. It's super early. It's about 5:30 this morning. I came down. We have a tenant for the daily rental yesterday, so this morning I have another one this morning. Let me close this door. We got music in the hallways, guys, so let me close this door. So we got another one today and tomorrow. So we had one yesterday, one today, one tomorrow, but the people that the tenant that's coming today is different from the one yesterday. So pretty much I have to clean this room. It's not too bad, as I said. It's pretty clean. I just vacuumed it, but it has fingerprints on the mirror. They got some splashes right here for whatever they use. They'll use whatever they do when they're braiding. That product gets splashes on the mirrors, on the floors. So I'm just gonna give it a quick rinse, a quick wipe, mirror. Clean it, sanitize this, sanitize the chairs, and then once I do that, this room will be ready. It's pretty clean. They never use the wash bowl, they never even use the sink. So I'm just gonna do that real quick, and I'm gonna use the Windex, clean the glass, and then get the mop and do this. The reason why I'm hurrying, guys, because this person normally comes early. They're a braider. They normally come this time in the morning. So I'm just gonna hurry up and get that done, and I'll get back with you in a minute. Give me a second. All right, guys. So I got this room finished and ready to go. It's all cleaned and glass clean, both glass clean, chairs clean and sanitized. So it's ready to go. It's just a little daily rental room. It's a small room. They just rent this room for the day. Individual professionals, mostly braiders or hairstylists. It comes with a wash bowl, chair, cabinet. Comes with a hair dryer. You got your sink over there. Clean up stuff like your broom and scoop and a garbage can. Normally they don't put anything up in here. They're just here for the day. In most cases 2 days, but whenever I clean, I just make sure there's nothing was left behind from the previous person. So let me see if this door works. I had to reset this the system, guys. I think what happened was the power went out yesterday, but the radio doesn't work, guys. It goes back to aux. So now it's on radio, but once it goes back to aux, I know immediately that the power went out. So we had an internet loss. So once the internet goes down, it will switch back to aux. So that's how I know it wasn't working. So we lost power. So whenever we lose power, occasionally the kiosk in the front door, it might not boot up correctly. So when it doesn't boot up correctly, it says it's offline. So I have to go and reset it. Camera. So once I put it to the front camera and we see the camera comes up, if it's offline, it'll say offline on there. If you notice, it says online right there. So if it's not working, you will say offline. This is the room that I finished and it's ready to go. It's a bigger room. It's double occupancy. It's got 2 mirrors, 2 of everything, a wash bowl. So this room is finished and ready to go. So yeah. So give me a second, guys. I'm gonna go through all the rooms, make sure the monitors are working and they're not offline, and then I'll get back in. I can't keep you online because I can't keep this vlog growing because the music is playing in the hallway and copyright. So give me a few. I'm gonna get down and check all of them and then head to the next room. I have the LED light brackets I'm gonna put up in the room in the back. So that's what I'm gonna do now. So once I get to that room, I'll check back in. Stay tuned. I say I'm gonna try chat in a Jamaican. So I'm Jamaican people, just stay tuned. Me go check the rooms, make sure them you know them good to go, and then check back in after this. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so I'm here back in the barber shop, another barber shop. We have this thing to put up. It's for the ring lights. If you remember me fixing that plug the other day for the ring light, so we've got two right here. So this ring light, this is a bracket for it, so we're gonna mount it on the wall right here, right? So if you mount it on the wall like this, what happens is it's tucked in out of the way instead of using the tripods like that. So I'm gonna mount this thing right here so that we could attach this ring light to it, and then it's telescoping, so it will telescope to wherever she wanted. You see me put this up in other rooms in the front, so it's a really good thing. It takes, you see how they got the ring lights right there, one right there and one over there. It'll be off the floor, so when it's mounted on the wall, it's out of the way. They could fold it down out of the way, you know, or bring it all the way over here if they want. So give me a few, I'm gonna get that mounted. I ain't gonna film that. I already did it in the front room, so I don't think it's necessary for me to film the same thing over and over. So I'm gonna get those up, and then when it's done, I'm gonna show you what it looks like. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so my board, the wall them already. Put in the anchor in the wall already. So now I'm just gonna bolt this up real quick. Alright, so we're gonna take this up. We're gonna take this these up and spray glue them to the floor pretty much. Alright, so start spray glue this to the floor. Alright guys, so see I closed some gaps. Some of the gaps are closed. Use the 3M adhesive spray. Spray adhesive 80, rubber and vinyl. So yeah. So most of the gaps are closed. Some of them have a little bit of spacing, but I noticed they move. They close and open based on the weather. So winter time is coming up, those gaps are gonna end up closing. Normally when you do these floors, you give it space at the end around at the edge for movements. They do expand and contract these floors. So they're not wood floors, they're like peel and stick laminate type of plastic, whatever they make it from, but they do expand and retract. So because they do expand and retract, I have to leave those gaps. In the winter time it seals up, and in summertime when it gets hot, the gaps open up. So yeah, pretty much I'm done with this room. I got the lights up. As you can tell, I came to do the LED lights, 2 of them, so I got both of them installed. So now she'll just position them to where she wants them, and then she's good to go. Here's what she was using before, these tripods, both of them. So now she ain't gotta be moving. She have more space to walk around without, you know what I'm saying, without the tripods in the way. I'm quite sure they knocked those things over a couple of times. So yeah, let me move on to the next. Alright guys, so I'm fixing also the footrest. This is the footrest for the barber chair. You notice it goes right here like that, flips over. The threads in this is messed up, or the screw fell out. So I'm taking this apart just to reconnect it. You know, the screws were just loose in this hole, but I'm suspecting there's a nut behind there. This is a bolt. I'm suspecting there's a nut behind there and it fell out. So when I look down in there, there's no threads in there, but there's a nut up in there. So I gotta take this apart. You notice I'm taking the screws out to remove that part. So I'm gonna do that real quick and let's try and fix this, as opposed to, you know, repairing it. At first I was thinking that I'm gonna have to rethread it, but after I took it apart, I realized that there's a nut behind there. It's not threaded. What they do, they put a nut behind here so it could swivel, you know. So when you put this bolt in, it stays loose, so this thing could swivel, you know, back and forth. Because one side is padded, one side is just metal. So yeah. So yeah man, I have to take out, I will switch the part one now. So let me take all the screws out. We're gonna take this piece out and see if we could repair it. So see this padding right here, you just take that padding out, and just like I said, there's nuts behind there. There's nuts. See, there's a nut that goes behind here. So when this goes in, it goes through here and it screws in like so. It screws in like so. So see, so that's how it's supposed to be. But because this screw fell out, then this was just loose. So now I don't have to thread it. There's no thread in here. I was thinking there's threads in here so it wouldn't tighten, but after inspection I realized that there's a nut. The nut fell off, so that's why. So you see, there's nuts on both sides. So what I'm gonna do is install this part first in the chair. I'm gonna install that, and then I put the cushion piece back in. So let me show you what was going on right here. Let's go up a little bit. So this goes right here, right? So what I'm gonna do is install this piece first in there, like so. Because what it does, it's supposed to flip over like this. I believe it's like this. It flips over like this. So when you do it like that, pretty much, let me show you. So it goes like that, goes like that. And then when it stays like that, you could flip it over and you get the pad. You see what I'm saying? So you could do it like that, or you could do it like this. Yeah. So it wasn't flipping, guys, because the nut fell out. So the screws was just loose, right? So I'm gonna attach these back on there, and then we're good to go. You know? No, it's not this way. Because if it's this way, then the pads are gonna be in the wrong space. Yeah. Let's go away. So it's like this. Alright guys, so just stay tuned. Give me a second. I'm gonna attach these nut and bolts back on there. And once I attach those back on there, this chair will be good to go. Now this chair is not one of our chairs. This is the tenant's chair. But I'm just going ahead and fixing it for her. You know what I'm saying? Hold on guys, I'm gonna get me a pliers. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Yes, so see, we got a pliers and we got an Allen wrench. Not pliers, wrench, adjustable wrench. So the adjustable wrench is one we use to hold the screw. And then tighten the Allen wrench. So after doing this, we should be good. So the reason why they put a nut behind it is because this is made to not be tight. It's made to spin, so they can't tighten it. So what they do is put a nut and a bolt on there. So it's not made to tighten all the way. You know what I'm saying? See, you could flip it around. Loosen it a little bit. Loosen this one a little bit. Yeah. So see, it's made to where you could just flip it over, you know. You see, now it's working the way it's supposed to. Right? So I'm just gonna see if I could get 2 extra nut to put another one on the back of this. That way it doesn't back off. So when you put an extra nut on there and lock them together, this nut, it won't happen again, so it won't back off, right? So let me go get another nut real quick. Let me see if I can find one. I'm not sure if I have one, but give me a second, guys. Alright guys, so I got the screw, the nut and bolt in. So now I'm just putting the pad back in, and then we should be good to go. You see? Flips over, flips back over. They could, it's like a little footrest. You can rest their feet there or rest it right there. That's it. Alright, so let me get out of here, guys. So see, now when she comes in, she's gonna see it automatically. One, at first it couldn't flip this way. It wasn't working where it flips that way, but now it flips. So, see. Alright guys, so that is it. done with this room. Let's head on to, let's see what else I wanted to do. Another time I'm gonna come back in here and I'm gonna touch up these cabinets. I'm gonna touch up the wall, the paint on the wall, and then that should be good. I got a hole right here, and I'm gonna touch up that as well. Touch up the paint. But this room is pretty much busy, guys. So because it's busy, it's gonna have, you know, normal wear and tear. It is what it is. When they work a lot like that, it'll go have wear and tear. We can't get away from it. The building is gonna have wear and tear. If you work in it every day and it's a busy spot, it's gonna look old. Yesterday I was at a restaurant, and I remember when that restaurant was nice and clean and brand new. Over the years it deteriorated. There's no way, unless you keep renovating these places and ripping out walls, putting new ones in. It's kind of hard to keep up with you know, it looking, you know, great. Even the big box brand stores, the McDonald's, and after a couple of years they have to redo them. There's no way you could make a old worn out floor look new again without replacing it, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, with the rooms, I'll just go when they move out and make it look new again, you know what I'm saying? Every time they move out, I make it look new again. As far as the paint, we keep paint on top of paint on top of paint. So at some point we're gonna have to rip those walls out, you know, in the future, and put new walls in. It is what it is. There's so much time you could patch this wall right here and not looking nice and smooth. Every time you patch it, it leaves, you know, blemishes on the wall. This wall has been patched several times, just this one wall right here. So, you know, even this one, if you look at it, it's been patched several times around here. It's just several patchwork everywhere you look in here. At some point they probably had a painting or something on the wall, and you know, it's been patched in the hole. So it's hard to make it smooth again, you know what I'm saying, without replastering the whole wall or you know, just changing out the drywall, you know what I'm saying. You know, every couple of years you'll have to do something like that in order to keep this wall looking good. So give me a second, guys. I got lint